through what I wanted to tell, and since the topic is education and engagement, so we're hoping to introduce one initiative that you can go back to your own countries, or you can go back to your own place and implement a similar initiative there, and how we can, help you out in implementing it. So that's what today's session will be about. So this is Bhavya Vatrapu. I'm representing Vegan Outreach today, and I lead an initiative called Green Tuesday Initiative, which is now in India, and we recently also expanded this initiative to Vietnam. The idea for today's interaction is to tell like how efficient and effective it is, and since we all are in the movement, we are hoping that you can take it forward as well. So, firstly, why it's important to speak about this initiative in this conference is because animal agriculture in Asia is increasing a lot. When I say a lot, let's see like some numbers. We are currently having in Asia all put together 14,561 million poultry and 407 million cattle. This is like a huge number, right? And what happens, especially when animal agriculture is done at this scale, is it really gets difficult to regulate it, to put some rules, to make it more humane becomes like really very difficult, right? And the demand of meat is expected to increase, it almost doubles by in the next like few years. And Asia is also the highest, it has highest consumption of dairy products also. Like 10 years back, if you took, Asia was using like very less dairy products, but with the white revolution, with the industrialization, products like, milk, cheese and butter are going into the markets. They're actually, has become like a very big part of the street food as well, which was not the case 10 years back. So going back, this is one reason why we feel that Asia has a dire need of a reduction campaign. I know like all of us, most of us are from the movement, but just to take a step back and tell you what a reduction campaign is. With reduction campaign, what we basically aim is to reduce either the consumption of meat and dairy or the production of meat and dairy. And with Green Tuesday initiative, we kind of aim to achieve both. So I'm skipping this part because all of us know the motivation behind why we all need to, go eat more plants and, animal rights, etc. Excuse me. Screen is. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah. So again, why it's important, for countries in Asia to take a stand on animal rights and to like eat more and more plant-based food is because of the climate change, right? Most of the Asian countries are in the top 20-25 countries which are most vulnerable to climate change. And this in any way is not like saying that the Western countries don't have to do it. But the economic conditions of the Asian countries are different. The population in Asian countries is different. So we feel not everybody, especially the corporates and the government institutions specifically, might not buy the idea of eating more plant-based food because of the animal rights reason. So what we are putting ahead here is, since Asia is already suffering with a lot of climate change issues, this is one topic which might unite everybody, no matter like religion, politics, etc. We can keep everything aside and focus on planet and give this perspective and pitch this perspective to the corporates and government organizations so that they'll come forward and talk about plant-based eating a little bit more. So what is the role of initiatives like Green Tuesday initiative? So, just to let you all know what Green Tuesday Initiative is, Green Tuesday Initiative is a campaign by Vegan Outreach. It's a reduction campaign by Vegan Outreach, where we help government entities, corporates, and a lot of educational institutions to serve more plant-based food on their campus with environment as the forefront. And with this, we aim to do two things. Number one, we aim to reduce the demand for meat and dairy, which are the most significant reasons for animal exploitation. Number two, it also helps institutes to serve more plant-based diet for environmental and health reasons. So why there are a lot of other initiatives as well. So why Green Tuesday initiative might be one of the effective approaches is because we have a three-pronged approach. Number one, we engage directly with these institutions, educational institutions and government entities and corporates to bring this change. What happens with this is the decision making happens at a policy level, at a higher level. So reduction happens first. And in the modern society, all of us are touched either by an educational institution or an organization. So what we aim to do is to contribute societal change, a shift from consuming more animal products to consuming more plant-based products. Number two is we also do a lot of community building and engagement, meaning once the decision is taken at the policy level, then we do a lot of engagement activities and workshops to students and employees as well. We call external speakers from the United Nations, from FAO, from other animal rights organizations, and we try to establish a connect between, yes, you have already implemented Green Tuesday and you're already eating more plant-based food because of the environmental reasons, but hey, animal rights is also an issue. Your health is also a priority. So we try to establish a connect between how the food that they are eating is connected to rest of the things. And these students tomorrow goes to a corporate or joins a government entity, or employees from one organization move to other organization. They carry that awareness with them that yes, the food I'm eating might be a personal choice to some extent, but it also has a huge impact on the environment and on the animals. So this change is good. So so far, I'll come to the statistics that we've done in corporates at a later point of time. But this has worked out positively for us. And the last main important thing is cost effectiveness, of course. All of us are NGOs, and we're also depending on the funds that we get, which are limited. So it's all of our responsibility to use that funds more efficiently. So with Green Tuesday initiative, like I said, what happens is the policy level decision making happens. So the amount of animal products that are reduced is in a very massive, large scale. That also I'll discuss in the coming slides. And also with all the engagement that we are doing, the relationship that we are establishing with these entities, year on year, we have seen that they come back to us and renew the implementation process. So once the commitment is there, commitment is a big thing, but once that is there, it is kind of year on year it gets renewed. So just to sum it up, about the Green Tuesday initiative, before I move on to some of the milestones, is we have a reduction first approach. First we reduce. We aim for diet change at a policy level by giving the Green Tuesday accreditation. Then we do a lot of awareness activities and engagement activities, so that goes forward, that continues forward. So just to give a timeline, a journey of how we started Green Tuesday initiative and where it is now. We started Green Tuesday initiative in 2019, and that year we were able to get commitments from 11 institutes and corporates. And in 2020, we had our biggest milestones when the largest pharmaceutical company in India agreed to serve completely meat-free meals on their campus. And in 2021, we had another significant milestone where a technology giant, Tech Mahindra, friends who are from India might know that company. But like for others, it's one of the top 5 IT companies in India. And on Tuesdays, they went meat free in 2021. And this year, they are already serving everyday plant-based options. A lot of healthier plant-based options on an everyday basis on their campus as well. And by 2022, we expanded Green Tuesday initiative to 8 different sectors, which I'll talk about in the later slides. And this year has been like going very well so far. To start the year, we kickstarted it off with serving plant-based food in the E-Prix, which is a Formula E race that happened first time in India. And we also have 2 largest public universities that signed Green Tuesday pledge with us. These are some of the milestones of Green Tuesday initiative. So far, we were able to reduce 1.5 million kgs of animal products from getting served. To convert it into pounds, it is approximately 3.3 million pounds. And we have commitments from 40 institutes, both education institutes and corporates put together. 70% of Green Tuesday initiative partners come back to us year on year and renews their pledge to serve more plant-based food or to serve meat-free meals on their campuses. We've been able to engage 2 lakh plus people in our awareness sessions or the engagement sessions so far. And a couple of months back, we expanded it to Vietnam. So Green Tuesday initiative is now launched in Vietnam, and we're working with 100 plus companies to implement Green Tuesday initiative there. When I say 100 plus, it's like when we usually work with 100 organizations, maybe 1 or 2 of them usually implement it. But we've been having like a great start. We're hoping that we'll be able to create similar impact in Vietnam as well. These are some of our partners, and those are the type of institutions and corporates that we work with. So it includes a array of industries like pharmaceutical industries, public universities, private universities, manufacturing companies, F&B manufacturing as well, IT companies, and also universities that are into hospitality management, where we also are trying to introduce vegan cooking as part of their curriculum as well. These are some of our testimonials. And when I talk about the impact that we are able to create, initially for sure, we had like a very negative feedback from the employees, and some students were saying, no, the institution cannot deprive us from choosing what we have to have, etc. But with more and more awareness, and we kind of ask questions to students and employees like, see, 1 day a week, can you dedicate that to the environment, right? When we ask questions like that, most of them, say it's okay, we will do that. So one biggest challenge that we face is for sure, like nobody wants to talk about it openly, especially in a country like India where food is highly politicized. But deep inside, we believe that everybody is a compassionate human being inside. And when we ask the right questions, they're actually very supportive of the initiative together. Some of the challenges, like I said, companies want to remain apolitical in India because they don't want to come out and talk about it. But recently, we've been able to convince them, saying that serving plant-based food is one of the most inclusive foods if you're worried about inclusivity and diversity, because non-vegetarians can eat vegan food, vegetarians can eat vegan food, and of course, like vegans, it's great. If you are planning to implement this, one topic can be a lot of people are lactose intolerant in most of the countries. So serving plant-based food is one of the most inclusive food on their campuses as well. And second is though a lot of companies take up sustainability goals, United Nations sustainability goals, etc., food sustainability is somehow still not part of their KRA. So when we are identifying these companies and institutes, it's always better to identify companies or education institutions who have goals around making their campus more greener, or whose focus is sustainability, so that we can somehow fit this proposition into their key result area. So one of the very difficult things for us to do as an animal rights organization is to keep like animal rights as like a low priority and putting like environment in the forefront. But end of the day, our goal is to save animals, and if that is getting achieved through a different perspective, we accepted that it's good for the movement and it's good for the animals. So this is the approach we take, and we try to raise the rest of the awareness next, and that's one of our key takeaway as well. Last but not the least, making it operationally easy for corporates is one of the key, because if we say that okay, replace chicken with something very difficult, then they might not just go for it. So suggesting, luckily in all the locations, right, in any country, luckily there are accidentally vegan, which are traditional, which are very native to that area. So it's always good to replace it with something which is local, which is also sustainable and fits with the whole idea. So yeah, that is all from my end. If you have any questions, we'd love to hear from you. If you want a little deep dive into the, if you want a little deep dive into the Green Tuesday initiative, you can scan the QR so that it takes you to the impact report that we have.
Maybe we can entertain some questions from the floor. Any questions?
Hi, Bhavya.
Hi.
First of all, great initiative.
Thank you.
I really like the approach that you use, because we also use the same approach in India, because we are a very difficult country to work in.
Yes.
I just want to understand, so when we interpret this particular initiative in an institution,
Yeah.
so do we guys do any more engagement activities with the people who are doing this? For instance, for every Tuesday, they are served plant-based food. So are we doing any more initiatives with those target audience which we have within the institution? Are you doing something about it?
So yeah, we do like year long, one full year, we give an accreditation. So in that 1 year, it includes like giving an accreditation, maybe getting a nutritionist, vegan nutritionist to speak to their employees, or have like a Q&A session with the nutritionist. Or sometimes we call some doctors also. So Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine is one of our partners. So doctors from there also come and try to validate this whole thing from a health perspective. We call like environmentalist and animal rights activists. So that's the whole 1 year program that we do.
Are people really changing into plant-based diet?
Yeah, all our surveys say so. Especially in Tech Mahindra, when we did a survey, 98% said that we'll eat more plant-based food, even at home as well, not just in their office. So yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Hi. Just a question on the economics and profit side of things. In the meat industry, do you have any comment or thoughts about incentivizing from a profit and ROI point of view? Because at the end of the day, it's about how much money is earned, meat versus the vegan food industry. So that would be an interesting.
You meant for the corporates?
Yeah.
The price difference?
Yeah.
So, see, for corporates, they have a set budget, right? Say, for example, for 10,000 employees, this is what I'll spend. So, even if they're procuring plant-based food also, like the price for them, at least in our experience, has never gone above the budget that they've set. So yeah, it's at par. Thanks. Okay, thank you so much.
All right. Thank you very much.